Good day, folks. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Jackery 500 Explorer. This is a lithium-based 518 watt portable power station. You can use it to power many household devices when traditional power is not available. You can also use it to recharge things like your drones, GoPros, and smartphones. Now, there's a ton of reviews already on YouTube about this when it comes to camping, van life, off-grid living, different things like that. This review here is more from the perspective of a drone and RC enthusiast. So let's just jump right in and take a closer look. So this here is the Jackery 500 Explorer. Like I stated, it's a lithium-based portable power station, and there are a ton of different household items that you can actually power with it. On the front of the unit here, you can see we have a few charging ports. We have a standard AC port. Now you can power any device that draws up to 500 watts. So you can get enough power from that port to power things like small TVs, small coffee makers, fans, and mini fridges. In the middle here, we have some USB ports. On the left-hand side here, we have a 12-volt DC port. At the top here we have our input, that's how we recharge the power pack, and we have a button right beside the display, and that's how we power it on. Now before we continue on with this review, I just want to mention a few things here. I review a lot of products on this channel. Some of the products I review I use on a daily basis. Other products, once I've reviewed it, I really don't touch it again. But I have to tell you, with this Jackery power station, this thing has been incredible. I've been using it for about a month now, and really I don't know how I got along without it. We do a lot of outdoor activities, a lot of camping, road trips, and different things like that. And I tell you, having this has just been incredible. Not only for keeping our devices powered when we're on road trips or doing any kind of camping, but just the fact that being able to keep all my RC products recharged when we're not around traditional power has just been a real great experience. Now, the nice thing about a unit like this is you don't have to have a lot of know-how when it comes to voltages and wattage and that in order to use it. It's got a very simple display, very easy to understand. You can see here it gives us the percentage left in the unit. On the side here we have an input meter and an output meter. So as we're charging things, it's going to show us what the wattage is that we're drawing. If we're recharging it, it's going to show us the wattage going into it. And there's three different ways in which you can recharge this. You can recharge it with an AC wall plug, you can recharge it with a carport plug, and you can also recharge it with a solar panel. Now when you purchase this power station, you get this little case and it comes with a wall charger and it comes with a car charger. When plugging this into a wall, you can recharge it from empty in about 7.5 hours. If you're recharging it by a car's 12-volt port, you're looking at about 9.5 hours. You can also recharge this by a solar panel. Jackery sells a couple different models. They sell a 60-watt version and a 100-watt version. I don't have the optional solar panels yet. I do have them on order, and I will be making an updated video kind of doing a review on them and how they work. So with all those different options of keeping a unit like this charged up, it is very convenient. The nice thing about the way it all works is, say you have this in your vehicle and you're using it to power a small cooler, you can keep this plugged into your car's 12-volt port while you're using it. And that way, if you're road tripping or tailgating and you're doing a bit of driving around, whenever you start your car, it's going to top it back off. But like I said, this review is more about using it to charge your RC vehicles and drones and different things like that. As I already mentioned, we do a lot of road tripping. We also do a lot of backcountry camping. So we're quite often not around traditional power. And when we're gone, I always like to bring different drones, sometimes a couple different ones. Sometimes I'll bring an RC vehicle with me, and of course I always have a GoPro 360 camera. And the problem with backcountry camping is that you just don't have the power to recharge your devices. So of course you always have to have a power bank or two with you to keep your phone and your GoPro charged up. But what happens when it comes to your drones? When you've depleted your battery power, you're just out of luck. Something like this comes in handy because you can recharge all your devices with one unit. You don't have to bring multiple power banks with you. If you're an RC enthusiast, you can actually charge all your RC batteries just with your standard charger as well. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a demo here showing you how you can charge your drone batteries. For this demonstration, I'm going to be using the Mavic Air 2 and the Mavic Air 2 charger. However, this will work with pretty well any drone, whether you have the Mavic 2 Pro, the Mavic Mini. You'll be able to charge most consumer drones with this method. Now, of course, you can still go ahead and use a charging hub with a setup like this, but for this demonstration, I'm just going to plug the battery directly into the charger. I have a battery here, it's at about 12%, and I know it's at 12% because I was filming a hyperlapse last night and I almost ran out of battery power. I had to finally land it at about 12%. So I'm just going to do a quick demonstration here showing you how it works. We'll connect the battery and then we'll plug it into the Jackery power station. Before I power it on, I'm just going to hit the display there. You can see here we're at 100%. Output is at 0 wattage because we don't have anything drawing off it yet. But you can see here when I power on the AC, you're going to hear a fan come on. You can see there it's now charging. you will see the wattage go up as it starts to draw power. Right now you can see charging one battery, I'm drawing 55 watts. Now I'm going to also go ahead and set a timer. Now I'm not too concerned about that. This should take about the same time as if you had it plugged directly into a traditional wall socket. What we are more interested in is to see how much power it draws from the unit, so we can kind of calculate how many batteries we could charge. So we're just going to go ahead and let it do its thing. I'm going to pause the video because you don't want to sit here and watch this, so I will be back when it's done. So we're all charged up, and as you can see there, it took an hour and 24 minutes, so approximately the same time as whether you were plugging it directly into a wall. Now if you take a look here at the display, you can see charging up one battery, we drained it down to 87%. So with some very simple calculations, and depending on how low your batteries are, if you only take them down to 20%, that'll make a difference as well. But you could charge 8.5 to 9 batteries on one full charge. So that's pretty good if you're out and about and you're not around traditional power. And then when you factor in being able to recharge the Jackery unit with a solar panel, or by plugging it into your car, that really gives you unlimited power and unlimited charges of your drone batteries. Now, as a little bonus tip here for you, if you happen to have the car charger for the Mavic Air 2, you can actually charge up the Mavic Air 2 batteries using the 12-volt port on the Jackery. And in fact, it's almost a better way to charge as it's more efficient. When you're charging off of AC, it has to convert the power over to AC, and it's not quite as efficient as powering off of DC. Now, this battery's fully charged, so it's not going to charge anymore. But when I charge a Mavic Air 2 battery from the DC port, it only draws a maximum wattage of about 39 to maybe 40. And you can see that compared to when we were charging off the AC, it's a little bit more efficient. It charges in the exact same amount of time, but it uses less of the battery power. For example, when I charged a battery that was at 11%, it only drew 8% of the total battery. So at that calculation, using the DC port, you could actually charge 10 of these batteries. So we know this unit is great for charging all your drone batteries, but what about standard RC vehicles? Last year I bought a Traxxas X-Max, which is a large RC truck, and I also bought a Traxxas Spartan, which is an RC boat. These are the batteries here for the X-Max, and these are the batteries here for the Spartan. And both vehicles you have to run parallel batteries. And just like drone batteries, these can be quite expensive. Well, you can see on here, this one is $179 per battery. With your taxes, they were just under $400 for a pair. Now that's Canadian dollars, but still you can see how that adds up. So if you want to be able to run a couple battery packs, you're going to be spending a lot of money. With a setup like this, the Jackery and your charger, you can get a couple runs in. Now the only downfall is that you have to wait for the batteries to recharge before you can do your next run, but these Traxxas batteries actually charge fairly quickly compared to drone batteries. Especially when you're using the fast charge feature on that, you don't have to wait very long at all. Now here's a quick example. The other day I had my RC boat out at a lake. This is actually Lake Erie, Rondeau Provincial Park. Earlier in the day I did a run, and then of course the batteries are depleted, so I want to charge it up again. As you can see in this video, it's as simple as plugging the Traxxas charger into the Jackery unit, and of course then they're going to charge. In this instance, I don't know exactly how much charge I had left on the batteries, but it took about 33 to 34 minutes to top them all off. So as you can see here, the one side's done, the last side is just finishing up, and we've only used 20% of the power. So you could recharge your batteries approximately 4.5, 5 times. Now going back to drones here, it doesn't really matter what drone you own and what drone you fly. A unit like this is going to be able to recharge it for the most part. I haven't run into any drones that I can't recharge with it. For example, here I have the Autel Evo 2. And this is a fairly large battery, a fairly large capacity battery. It's a 7100 milliamp battery, 82 watt hours. And we'll just plug it in here and you'll see that it charges just fine as well. We'll plug it in, we'll turn on the AC port, and you're going to see the watt hours jump up once it starts to charge. And there it is, it's going to float around between 81 watts and 82 watts. Charging this battery from the Jackery, you're going to drain it about 18%. Again, that depends on how much power is left in the battery. So I would estimate that you could recharge about 5 of these batteries. Now, if you're like me in Canada, that is super important. These batteries cannot be purchased in Canada as of yet. I don't believe. You can only order them in from companies like B&H. When I purchased one spare battery for my Autel Evo, by the time I did the conversion over to Canadian dollars, and then I had to pay shipping and duty fees, these cost me around $400 or just a little over $400. I can't quite remember exactly, but it was around the $400 mark. When you want to go and fly a drone, it's always nice to have 2, 3, sometimes even 4 spare batteries. But at $400 a piece, there's no way I'm going to spend that much on batteries. So with a setup like this, I've got one battery in the drone and I've got one spare. While I'm flying the drone, I can be charging up the other one. So the Jackery power station can save you a ton of money when it comes to drone batteries. And the nice thing is that it is universal and you can use it with multiple products. So instead of investing all your money into one set of battery drones for one specific drone, If you own multiple drones, you could buy one spare for each drone and then get a power station like this, and that way you can keep all your batteries charged when you're not around traditional power. So the Jackery charger has definitely become an essential piece of gear for me when we're out road tripping or backcountry camping. Now, it's not overly big, but it's not overly small either. This isn't something you're going to want to be backpacking with. But for car camping, backcountry camping, tailgating, any of those kind of activities, something like this is perfect. Now, just as I end the video here, I know we were talking about charging up your RC vehicles, but a couple other really good uses for it are if you camp and you don't have hydro where you're camping, you can power a small fan in your tent if you like to have a little bit of air movement. Again, like I mentioned, electric coolers, you can power them for quite a bit of time. Some other important equipment that you can charge with it are CPAP machines. If you have sleep apnea and you need a CPAP machine to sleep, you can actually power a CPAP machine for about 38 hours with a battery pack like this. Say you're car camping and you're going to be gone for a week, you can always pick up a solar panel, and that way you can top it off throughout the day, and that way this battery pack will get you through the whole week. Well, folks, that's basically my review of the Jackery. This has become one of the most important pieces of equipment that I own. Like I did mention at the beginning of this video, I have two solar panels on order. I have the Jackery 60-watt solar panel and the Jackery 100-watt solar panel. So I'm going to take a look at both of them in a future video. We're going to compare them and how they charge the Jackery unit, and to maybe help decide which solar panel is best for you. Anyways, folks, that's basically it. I want to thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and got some value out of it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.